Hello.
Hey, Sebi, can you hear me?
Hey, how are you?
Just a second here. I need to just. Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Yes, this is Bias again. If you remember, we had a talk a
I,
few days
rem
ago.
I remember you. All right.
Yeah, we had a talk a few days ago.
All right.
And yeah, I was wondering if we could just continue with our conversation from the
Yeah, we
last
will
time.
continue, but I have a little off topic now. I want to finish it first. What do you think about the secret marriage in Islam, as long you are a Muslim?
I've been following your life in the Rumble.
Uh-huh.
What I can say from my personal, that is, the peoples I know in my, which is like people in my near, we don't follow like this stuffs. You see, like there are lots of stuffs which I consider is not good, and it's not because of the Islam. It's like my morals. So personally, I don't find it
But
really
so you
good.
are saying your moral is good and Islam moral is bad?
I don't know about this secret marriage. Like, is it referring to Muta, or I don't know, like, is it
No,
something in
no.
the Quran, or is it?
Muta is different. Muta is not secretly. You do it. You go to a woman. You ask her to have sex with you in exchange of certain amount of money for a certain amount of time. And when the time is up, there is no need for divorce. The so-called marriage is over. It's like you go to a pimp house, you pay certain money. They tell you you have 30 minutes. 30 minutes is up. You just put your pant on and go out.
No, as I condone Mata, but what I was wondering about that secret message, I don't know if it's anything I've heard about, or it's this referring to Quran. Because as
Secret marriage is in Islam there is all kind of marriage. There's zawaj, a friend. Those are not really marriage. It's a form of prostitution, and actually even Muslim marriage is a prostitution. Like when a Muslim man he marry a woman, do he marry her for life or he marry her temporarily?
marry for a life, I
No,
guess.
no, because as long you can divorce her by one statement, this is temporary. It's a contract. Actually, even your Muslim call it contract. Is that correct?
That's the thing I'm trying to tell you. It's depending on who you ask, because as I've grown up,
No, I'm not
in
talking
my
about you. No, don't take me
okay,
wrong. I'm not talking about you, about me. I'm talking about Islam.
no, that's I'm telling. I mean the type of Islam I have been learned. That I'm telling you because what I have been like teach, especially if you take about this marriage, it have to be witnessed by two peoples or more. Otherwise, it's not valid. So that from what
Who was the witness of Adam and Eve?
I perhaps maybe God and angels.
Okay, who was the witness of Zainab and Muhammad?
You know,
Nobody.
back to the you understand what I'm trying to say.
So
The
you
ones
see,
that
the
that
witness, first of all, the witness doesn't change anything if you witness it or not. If it's a marriage or not marriage. But obviously in Islam there is no marriage because simply it's a contract. One person he have the right to finish the contract anytime, and that is the employer. The employee cannot fire the employer, correct?
but what I'm trying to tell you is
No.
what
I want to focus with me. Can the employee fire the employer, or the employer can fire the employee?
can the employer fire the employee?
Okay. Who is the one who fire? The employer or the employee? Can I, if I am an employing you, can you fire me?
No, it's the boss.
Okay. So in Islam, the man only can fire the women, which means the woman, she is not part as a partner. She is just a contractor. She is an employee. When you are a partner, I cannot fire you because we are equal in what we do. But in Islam, the man, he can fire the women by one statement. He say divorce, she is divorced. So simply in Islam, the word marriage does not exist. Secondly, the word nikah mean the F word.
Yes, but that's not my understanding. And if you like ask most the common peoples, they wouldn't thought in the same way what you're thinking. That's what I'm trying to
Well,
tell
they
you.
can say whatever they want. Who care about what the you see, your understanding, it doesn't count, because it's not my understanding, it's not your understanding, it is what it is. Right? If I understand that a cloud is rocks, doesn't mean a cloud is rocks. Correct?
Yes.
So there's a huge difference between my understanding and what it is. So if some Muslim, he think this is not what Islam is about, well, he have to prove me wrong, and then he will have a better understanding then, and I will be the one who think that the cloud is rocks. But if I am the one who can prove that my understanding is what Islam is about, then your understanding doesn't count, because my understanding fit perfectly with what Islam is about.
If you can show me the reference about what you're trying to say about this contract, it's from the one. If we talk about if you can get divorced, it's from the one side. Can you show me the reference?
You know, okay. I am surprised that you are saying to me you need reference. Aren't you a Muslim?
Yes, and that's what I'm telling. What I have learned, it have to be two witness, and when it just come to the divorce, like it's not personally with me, but what I've heard, it's both ways. A woman can divorce you if she is unhappy, because I
No,
remember.
no. A woman, she can ask for divorce, and that if the husband he accept, she can ask him divorce me, but she can divorce him, and then the man he might put condition, like there's something called al-khula. Al-khula is like I don't know what the word in English, like the break. So she can ask for that, and if he agree, then she have to give him all the money he spent on her. So what men usually do, they start beating the women, making her life like hell, until she asks for that, so he can get all the money he spent on her. Otherwise, he will never divorce her until it's up to him. If he don't care for money, he just divorce her. If you want her to get him all the money back, he keep her as a wife, he never divorce her, and he will beat her every day.
You can just show me the reference. It's also like.
Well, you know, the Quran, chapter 4, verse number 34, it says, الرجال قوامون على النساء. Men are in charge of women, and they are better than women. So, if you go in the Quran, let me open the verse for you.
What? Tell me again. Verse 4.
434.
434.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like men are the caretakers of women. It's not talking about like.
No, this is talking about everything. No, it's talking about even you can beat them. Why the man, he can beat his wife? He can beat his wife. So you are in charge of her totally. Like when the Quran speak about divorce, the Quran speak about talking to men divorcing women, not to women divorcing men.
Yes, but I remember there is a hadith, you can help me if I'm wrong, about the woman, if she is not sexually pleasured by her husband, she can divorce her.
She have to prove that he cannot have sex. Not only he don't pleasure her, so he cannot have sex. So then she can ask, because the purpose of this marriage in Islam is sex. So if the man, he cannot perform his part as a man, then the marriage will be dissolved. But this is a different story. But if you go in the Quran, chapter 2, verse number 230, chapter 2, verse number 31, chapter 2, verse number 32, all of them talking about men divorcing women, divorcing women, divorcing women. So not women divorcing men. You will not find one verse in the Quran saying, women, you can divorce your husband. You will see always saying, divorce if he divorce her, if he divorce her. Now, this is chapter 2, verse number 233, 230. And here actually you find very funny rule, that if a man, he divorced his wife 3 times, she cannot go back to her husband, the one who just divorced her, until she if a new husband, not to marry a new husband, until she if.
No, I have followed this when you had this talk for a few days ago with some other men. I have followed this. You know, that's I'm telling you, trying to explain you. Okay, it can be written in the Quran, but me personally, or like, we don't follow these rules. So you see, in that case, I will do like what I find it's not contradicted with my morals or like my living, how we live. So that's the simple, you know, that's like.
We can say, you see, Bohis, you are, is your name Bahis or Bohis?
Bias.
Bahis, okay.
Yes.
So you can give me a speech about your morality. I can give you a speech about my morality, but this is not what the topic is. The topic is what Islam is about. Like here, as we see, what kind of God he say? If a man he divorced his wife, she cannot go back to him unless she, if not marry the other husband. You see, and this is the proof, by the way. This is one of the proofs that the word nikah does not mean marriage. It means to if. Like here it says, until she sleep with other husband, not until she marry other husband. He's a husband. Look at the first translation. Until she has married another husband. How married another husband? He's a husband. So the word tankah, until she if the new husband, which means she marry him and she sleep with him. So in Islam, if a woman, she marry a husband, the second husband, and she did not have sex with the second husband, she did not do nikah yet. She just married. This is why the verse saying, until she if a new husband. Look at the translation, very funny. Until she has married another husband. if you go, let me show you how they lie. If you, I don't know if you know the story of.
I know the story. I have heard this debate last time when you heard it.
Yeah, about the woman who her husband did beat her, right?
Yes.
Until he made her clothes like greener than her clothes, her skin. What Muhammad said, you should know that you cannot go back to your previous husband unless your husband do nikah to you. Until he tastes your juice. So she have a husband, so she can't go back. She have to be literally effed by the new husband. And the Muslim, they false translate. They say until he had sexual intercourse. The fact doesn't say that. The fact it says until he tastes your orgasm, and you taste his orgasm. حتى يذوق عسيلتك وتذوقي عسيلته. Until you taste his orgasm. So now she is married. Can she go back to the previous husband? No. Why? Because he did not taste her orgasm, and she did not taste his orgasm. So what is the purpose of this marriage? What is exactly why this woman, she married from the second husband? She married from the second husband so she can go back to the previous husband. How that can be a marriage? So Islam is just a game. It's like, you know, sometimes because the law is so stupid, so you play games with the law. Like, you know, I go to the traffic light, and the traffic light now is red. And next to me, there is an entrance to a gas station. So I go in the gas station, I go out from the other exit, I take the road, and I continue go straight. So I avoid the traffic light. So this is what the Muslims are doing. So now a Muslim woman, and this is coming from God.
I will come back to this because regarding the hadith, I will come back when I have my proper topic. Just as a quick answer of what you're talking about. As I told you, I'm not so into in details. That's the first thing, because usually, as you know, you are a scholar by yourself, as you told. The thing is, when this type of topics, you need to understand everything, the history, you need to know the context, you need to know. So that's not.
Even this one, we need context and history. This is for today. The Muslim today, they practice without knowing any history. This is what is Muhammad saying. This is very simple. What history? A man, he divorced his wife 3 times. Abu Rifah, he married her, you know. Rifah, he married her. And, you know, she don't want to sleep with the man. Obviously, why? Because she don't want him. She married him, hoping he would divorce her. because she refused to sleep with him, and she will go back to the previous husband. What history? This is your history. Do you have more details?
No, that's the history. But that I'm telling you, you don't know the context. You don't know like.
No, we know the context. You know, it's very well explained. We have, you know, this is why the books of hadith exist, to tell us all the context. We have what he said, what she said, what he told her, what he did, how he did beat her. We have all details. What is missing?
No, the missing it's my understanding of this. What I can say, for my morally, I wouldn't do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, but isn't it the Quran? Isn't it the Quran says if a man divorces his wife 3 times, she cannot get back to him unless it is 3 times. Did the Quran give more details? That's it. So supposedly the Quran is enough to give you that. This is the command of Allah. That's it. So there is no more note for history. If you divorce your wife 3 times, she can't get back to you unless she have sex with a new guy. Why? What is the logic?
I couldn't answer. That's what I'm telling you.
No, I will tell you what Muslims say to me. They say to me, Allah is punishing the husband, but look how stupid this punishment is. The husband, if he cared, he wouldn't divorce her anyway. It is the women now, she have gone to sleep with someone else in order to go back to her babies. The weak spot for the women is the babies. So this woman, obviously, she don't care for the husband. She is desperate to go back to her kids. So now she had to go and find a new guy, and she hate him, and obviously he is beating her, and he is way older than her, in order just to get back to the previous husband. That's the whole story. So look how much suffering the women she have. And look, even Aisha, she said, I did not find any women suffering as a believing women. Who said that? Aisha. She said, I did not see a suffering woman as much as a believing woman. Why Aisha she said that? Because this is what happened. Muslim women, they are suffering because Islam took all their rights from them. Look, she said, look, her skin is greener than her clothes. Look, I did not see a woman, suffering women, as much as a believing woman. I have not seen any women suffering as much as believing women. So Aisha, she is witnessing that Muslim women are the most to suffer between all women in the world. Why? Because simply Islam treat them as animals, sex object. She's a goat. She have a vagina. She make babies and she make milk. That's it. She is not a partner in a marriage. She is not a wife. She is one of many sexual objects.
But I condemn this. For example, yes, I condemn this, and I don't know other Muslims who follow this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Practically, it's different from how it's in the books, and that's what I'm telling you. The way we have been taught about Islam, not just me. It can be many people. So how would you explain that to me then? Why are we not following this?
Because you just told me you have a good moral. Because obviously, because you don't follow it. You know, if you follow Islam, you don't. You know, then you don't have a good moral. If you follow Muhammad, then you go to your you know, wife, to your son's house, and you flirt with the wife. This is what Muhammad did. This is the best man of Muslims. So because you are coming from a good family, your parents are good people, so you refuse to practice such a thing, but not because Islam is good, but because you are a person of good quality, you don't want to follow such a thing. But what does have to do with Islam? You know, you refusing because you find that you know, with Islam, without Islam, is way better than you following Islam. So you refuse to follow Islam. That's why you are saying to me, I don't do that, because simply you are not following Islam. If you follow Islam, you would do that.
I can have a quick, okay, we can just discuss about it. You know, as with the religion, I had a quick talk with a friend. You know, before times, when there were prophets, it was like easily to, if you see a prophet in front of you and you follow. You know, these days, when it's come to the religion, we have many religions, for example. And then in that case, you never know which one of this is right.
Who is the one who told you this logic? Give me his name.
No, it's not logic. We are talking. I'm telling
No. You see, this is false logic. Isn't it the Quran says that the Jews, they killed many prophets and they gave many miracles? So either this is true or not, huh?
No, you didn't get my point. What I'm trying to tell you. Today, nobody can say with sure which like his religion is
No,
right.
no, no. We can,
That's
we
what I'm
can.
asking.
Nothing changed. Nothing changed. This is not a logic, because at the old days there was millions of gods too. There's many religions and there's many philosophers. In fact, in the old days, people, they used to think better than now. Today, you have somebody, you know, they go free Palestine, but they don't even know where Palestine is. Before, they don't open their mouth before they knew what they were talking about. In the time of my grandfather and grandmother, people, they were more educated than the stupid generation we have now. They don't even know 2x2 is what. Most of people don't have high school. So we are now in the time we have computers, we have a smartwatch, we have a smart phones, we have everything. We have AI, yet like machines get smart, people get stupid. So in the old days, if you compare between people at that time, even though they have too much superstitions and all kind of crazy stuff, but they were way more educated. At least they have common sense. They knew what is a male, what is a female. So today, more people are more stupid. It's not about there is more religion. No, this is not the same. But they are more stupid. There's people who follow without questioning, without seeking, without checking facts. And this is our problem. It's about facts. Facts check. So if I say to you the moon is in my bedroom, and you believe me, is it my fault? No, it's your fault. Because you believe that the moon suddenly become in my bedroom. So if I have a follower and he is a stupid and he follow me blindly, that is not my fault. It is his fault. And always there is somebody who will take advantage of the fool. So foolishness is always exists. Nothing changed. But foolishness changed the color. Like now they call themselves socialist. They call themselves communist. And they claim that they are the most smart people, and they are the one who defend the human right. But at the same time, they do abortion. In the same time, they support killing anyone who is against them. In the same time, they speak of democracy, but they burn churches. They are the same as Taliban. So what happened? Nothing changed except a human being getting more worse. Not at that time, it was the opposite. In fact, according to Muslims, there was 365 idols around the Kaaba. Is that correct?
I haven't heard about it. But
So,
you see,
but listen to me. Let me finish.
that's okay.
365 idols mean 365 religion. In a place is smaller than my backyard, and people don't kill each other. Can you bring 365 religion in one yard without people killing each other these days? So Arab, before Islam, they were more tolerant, way better from when Islam came. Islam came when I kill everybody. Before Islam, 365 religion. They practice, everyone, he have his God next to the other one God, and nobody kill anybody. What happened? Because Islam is evil. Islam as a gang don't allow other weeds. You know, there's weeds want to take over other weeds. All of them are weeds. But there is peaceful weed, and there is invasive weeds. And Islam is invasive by violence and hatred. Go ahead.
Maybe just a quick question, yes. You know, how many people do you think like follow this religion in details? What I'm trying to say, why not just take the good from religion instead of like,
What is the good of Islam?
you have the praying, for example.
Like what?
You know, praying, how we pray like 5 times a day.
You know, pray is a good thing.
Why not? You think it's
What is the good
to
thing
be-
about it? What is it? You are praying for my death. Don't you recite the Fatiha 5 times a day?
No, you see,
No, hold
Don't
on.
go-
You see, let
don't-
us go
don't
to your
go,
prayer. No,
don't
no,
go,
no, no,
don't
no,
go.
no, no, hold on. When you pray, you don't pray to God. You pray to curse me. 5 times a day, you say, oh Allah, don't make us like the lost ones or the cursed ones. The lost one is the Christians. The cursed one is the Jews. So you cannot even pray to your God without cursing the Jews and hating the Christians. How that can be a prayer of God? How that can be a good thing? Imagine I go to my closet. I want to pray now to my God. I say, may my God kill Bahis. What the heck? Oh God, don't make me like him. How that can be a prayer? So when you say a prayer is a good thing, then we find that your prayer is nothing but cursing and bully. The prayer of a Muslim is nothing but a bully. You are bullying me. You claim that you are better. You are fascist. You are Nazi. You think you are the best of mankind, and you pray, oh please Allah, don't make me like those people. Can't you pray to your God to make you a good person without speaking about me? No, you cannot, because Islam is a religion of a bully. So when you say to me, like, there is good things in religion, you say to what? Like praying, but you don't pray to God. You are bullying people. Imagine there is somebody, look, hold on. Imagine there is somebody, he don't look good. He don't look good. And then I say to God, please God, don't make me look like him. And you hear me every day. You hear me saying that every day. This is how it feels for me as a Christian. Supposedly I'm the one who don't look good for you. And you pray to your God, saying, please God, don't make me look like Christian Prince, please. He's so ugly, disgusting, please don't. How that can be a prayer? This is a bully.
That's how you see it. You see, that's one.
No, this is how it is. This is how it is. You see, look what you just said. Look what you just did now. You just said this is how you see it. So you are insulting me, and yet you are accusing me that I'm wrong.
Let me explain how I mean. You say this type of question is not something that you can answer with yes or no. You have to understand what I'm trying to mean. And what I'm trying to say is, when we pray, we feel connected to the God, because as you are more connected, you will be on the right way. Because I can speak from my personal experience. I pray 5 times a day. It doesn't matter, you know, I live in a European country, but I can manage to make my praying, and that's what keeping me out of the sin.
What sin? What sin? You are living sin. First, you are praying to wrong God. Secondly, you are bullying me, and yet you are saying this is not sin. Isn't it bully is a sin? Isn't it, you know, if second, when you say I'm praying, do you make a prayer? No, you are repeating what the Quran said. Prayer is a connection between you and the one you are praying to, supposed your God. But who you Muslims, when you pray, you don't pray, you are repeating what Allah said. So is Allah praying or you? Obviously it's Allah, because you are not saying your own words, you are saying what Allah said. You don't even know what they are saying because it's in Arabic. You are not even allowed to pray in your language. You have to pray in my language because you are a slave of the Arab. So
you can pray in Muslim.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No prayer is accepted. No prayer is accepted except in Arabic.
Let me explain it, because before when you pray, it's as a not being able to speak Arabic. It's small verses which you learn by your heart, and of course you will learn also the meaning. But if someone, for example, says someone new who could not pray, he can pray in his language until he learned the Arabic words.
See, look what you just did. You just approved Islam to be racist, zero ethic. You can pray in your language until you learn how to pray in Arabic. What does that mean? Why I cannot pray in my language? You see, this is why Islam is made for the Arab. It's a racist cult to hijack every culture. Then you change your name, you change your clothes, you change your food, you change your habit, and then you became an Arab. That the whole idea of Islam, it's about Arabization. You are a slave of the Arab, is to destroy your heritage. Like, isn't it? Can you as a Muslim be proud about your heritage before Islam?
Can you tell me what you're trying to mean? In what way?
Can you be proud? Let us say originally you are from India, which means originally you are Hindu. Can you be proud about the Hindu culture, or let us say accomplishment? A Hindu philosopher, as an example. You say you have a grandfather, he was a Hindu philosopher. Can you be proud about him?
If I'm a Hindu, you mean?
No, if you are a Muslim now. But originally, you know, your grandfather was a Hindu, okay? And he was a philosopher, or he was something, you know, a good guy. Can you be proud about him?
Why? I don't have the reason to be not proud about.
Well, your prophet said, the one who is proud about his heritage before Islam, tell him to go and bite the penis of his father. Can you believe it?
Just a second. So we can just take it with the Hayat, you know. my understanding of the hadith is, if it's contradict with Quran or like
What contradict? Does not contradict. Now you are trying
no,
to
no, no,
find.
no, no, no. I'm just telling you. For example, like if you're gonna show me a hadith, if it's something we cannot find in the Quran, that's what I'm trying to say. If it's something not in the Quran, name like if they haven't mentioned about it.
Well, everything is in the, everything is not in the Quran. What do you mean? So now suddenly you Muslim, you follow only what is in the Quran?
No, no. I follow the Quran and I follow the hadith.
Okay.
Which, if it's not contradict or if it's something.
My friend, you have a wrong understanding, because you must follow hadith which is contradict the Quran, because there's many hadith is made specifically to abrogate the Quran. Don't you know that? They are made specifically for a purpose of abrogating the Quran. Like as an example, the mut'ah. There's no verse in the Quran says don't do mut'ah no more. But there's hadith says don't do mut'ah no more. I don't know what happened to this website. It's not opening no more.
But then it's good. You see what I'm trying to say? Okay, hadith, it's telling us something good. But if the hadith contradict, it's telling us to do something morally wrong.
My friend, your prophet never told you something morally right. Okay, give me one thing your prophet told you morally right.
I don't read hadiths. Actually, I don't read.
So but a second ago you told you morally right, and the second I asked you give me one, you said you do not know what hadith.
No, I will give you the example. No. My example is, you say regarding muta. I told you, if it's in the hadith, it says something good. So that in that case, I will follow it. But if
what you are doing now, you become a person who filter what your prophet said, and you decide what is good for you, what is not, and that's how it works for you. But this is not how religion works. Either you follow your prophet as he said, as he told you, or you don't. You can't say I want to follow this, I want to refuse that. If you do this, then you have new religion. I don't know what the name of it. Do you have a new name for this religion? The one it's called I follow as I wish? Can a Christian follow as he wish? Of what Jesus said? How come we Christian, we don't say, I don't accept what Jesus said here? Why? Why we don't have da'if Jesus? You Muslim, you have da'if Muhammad. What is the reason? I will tell you. Because Muslim, they try to find an excuse, an exit of all the shameful things Muhammad, he said and he did. So what they do? They say, I don't accept this, I don't accept that, I reject this, I like that. So if something is an embarrassment, you say, I don't accept it. If it's something sound good for you, you publish it, you make noise about it. But don't you think this is a form of hypocrisy?
I would rather call it, that's how we are living today. That's I'm telling you. Today, it's not so simple to know what is the truth, because there are so many religions, especially when you're born into, for example, if you were born into Muslim, you would probably also follow the teachings, and it will be hard for you to change or like look for something else, because that's how the world works. You cannot. Like,
no, this is not an excuse, because I will give you an example. I'm born into. I am born. No. Like, you see, I'm born in a Christian family, but who said to you I did not think carefully and study carefully if it is good or not? Who said that to you? So I decide to stay as a Christian, or to be as a Christian, because actually the Bible says you have to be reborn again, which means born of a Christian family does not make you a Christian. So I made a choice to be a Christian, and as everybody, like now you are talking to me, you can convince me, you can make me change my mind, but can you? You cannot, because simply I'm very much convinced, and I have all the evidence to prove to me that the Christianity is the right and the truth to follow. So I am not, it's not about it's hard for me to leave or to stay. Why it's hard? There's nothing is hard unless you are a person who don't care. If you are a person who don't care, then you stay as you are. Why you go to school to learn? Nobody like to go and sit behind, and there is somebody school you and tell you what to do and give you a homework, and then he tell you what you are a bad person if you did not do it. So I go to school because I want to improve myself, improve my knowledge. You study because you want to improve your knowledge, and if the knowledge will not improve me, that means it's not a knowledge.
But that's the reason why you're speaking here. That's the reason why we are having this conversation. That's the reason why I'm looking for the truth. But
All
I
right.
just, you see, that's the reason we are sitting here.
But you know, what I notice about you,
yeah,
that you are saying to me, the reason I'm here is to look for a truth. But the second I show you something, you say, I don't accept this. So it's not, you're not looking for a truth. Because if you are looking for a truth, listen, if you are looking for a truth, you check the truth. You don't say, I accept that and I reject that. This is your religion. This is your books. The second you start choosing your own, but like you're doing shopping. You are doing shopping. You are not making a study of religion to be sure it's right or not. So the second we show you something is embarrassing, I don't, this is a, I have an idea if it's contradict the Quran, but who said that this contradict the Quran? And so what? There's tons of things contradict the Quran. Like, in fact, the hadith exist to contradict the Quran, because most of the abrogation of like, if I say to you, what is the punishment of women? She is married and she fornicate according to Islam. What is the punishment?
I remember this debate.
No, this is not a debate. I'm just asking, my friend. It's not I'm not debating with you. I'm not debating with you. Listen. I'm not debating with you. I'm trying to help you. Debate have to be with two people who have the same knowledge, and even, there's a challenge. I'm not challenging you. I'm just trying to help you. So if I wanna punish somebody now, she is married or he is married, and they commit fornication. What is the punishment in the Quran? You cannot find it. Okay, what do we do?
Or for a male? I didn't get your question.
If a man and a woman, they fornicate, what is the punishment? And they are married.
It's not in the Quran. It's not in the Quran.
It's not in the Quran. Okay, where we can find in the hadith, correct?
It's a hadith, yes.
Okay, but the fact it wasn't the Quran. So it wasn't the Quran, the goat ate it, and now you ask the Muslim, they said to you, it's abrogated by recitation. Okay. How in the world that can be? So the hadith actually exposed the corruption of the Quran. And this is why many people, they try to escape from the hadith, because the hadith give us a lot of secret out. So the hadith is like you go in the attic of somebody, like when you go in his room, he have pictures of God's religion, he have Quran or Bible or etc. Then you have small storage room, dark room in the top of the ceiling, and they're nowhere, hiding behind boxes. And then you open those boxes, and then you find porn, and then you find sex magazine, and you find the Playboy. All of those are there. He don't show them. And this is how the hadith is for the Muslims. The hadith is the porn section, which they don't want to show unless it serves the purpose of what? Of lying to somebody. The second you show them something embarrassing, we don't want it, we don't accept it, we don't listen to it.
Okay, CB, just so we can continue my main topic, what I was trying. Okay,
all
for
right.
example.